Okay, we're going to start the recording for the next project, which is going to be a polymer clay snowman. So I've cleaned up the work area a little bit. The first thing you do is get your best friend on Skype, because it's always fun to craft with someone else. And then you make sure that your craft area is as clean as you can get it, kinda, and you organize everything else. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need for this project is some polymer clay and some foil. And it depends on what size you want to do. But we're going to make a basic medium size kind of polymer clay. And this is because I have guests coming and I need a little gift. Little gift, quick. Okay, so I have my pasta maker over here, which you probably can't see. Okay, so this is a way to save your polymer clay and not use so much. So you take a piece of tin foil or aluminum foil and form it into a ball. Is that correct, Babs?
Yes.
And you ask your friend who's watching.
I love the noise.
And make a base. Now, you're not sure if this is big enough. Remember, they can't be too big. I have like 6 to make. So this time I'm going to make 3 different size balls, so that when you get your polymer clay around it, you can roll it. I couldn't do that last time.
I learned that from my friend.
I learned that from my friend because I told them you did it. Don't make me yell at you on national YouTube. Okay, then here's the head. I think I might have a big fat head. But you can do anything with polymer clay. The thing is, you don't even have to be an artist like myself.
But we are.
Right. Thank God I'm normally in my leopard robe down here. Oh, and the other thing that you need besides your friend on Skype, aluminum foil, your coffee. I have some glitter on here from yesterday's project, which is this bracelet, which is all glitter. Those are candies. Notice there's a tooth on there. And this is all polymer clay, gumdrops and lifesavers. They're not real lifesavers, although they look exactly like it. This is all polymer clay. Okay.
If anyone wants to buy them,
wait a second, and I'm not selling them, and I probably am going to wear them. This was on the internet for $150, and it's worth every penny of that $150. But it is complete and sweet. Oh, no pun intended. Get that, Babs? Okay.
What does it really look like?
You're not in the video. Shut up. Okay. I always have a bottle of water near my pasta machine to make sure that it goes through smoothly and it's a little lubricant. Okay, so conditioning your clay is really important.
I do a snowman.
Oh, she has a wreath on her head. There is a number of things you can do here. But I'm going to condition this and then I'll come back. Hold, please. But you want it to be really, really soft. And there's multiple settings on your polymer clay machine, which, by the way, I got at Michael's for $25 and then used a 50% off coupon, along with the bake oven. Okay, so you put this through, and you can roll this out. And this is pretty thin. Barbara, did you do yours thin?
Yeah, to cover?
Yeah. This might be too thin.
Yeah, that happens.
But I don't know. I'm going to try it. So you take this long sheet, and there's multiple tools here. Here's some sort of blade knife. Okay, that's not going to fit. I'm going to cover the little one, and you're just going to roll it around. Now remember that you're going to have all these dimples because it's a snowman anyway. So here it is, and you can see that there's dimples all over, and purple clay in there. That was from the gumdrop. Anyway, so then you're just going to roll this around, or like I'm rubbing, and there's some, so this is on the thinnest setting. I think the next time I roll it, I'll do it on the one a little bit thicker. So I'm going to cover this again because I don't like the covering on it.
You were all over the place. People were like, what? What she talking about?
And work out all the air bubbles if there are any, and patch up all the
holes. Holidays they be called.
Holes. They're not holidays. And fill in where you need to make this little snowman
work, come alive.
Come alive. All right, I'm gonna run up and get toothpicks. Because wait till you see that job. You could take this opportunity to go get yours. Okay, so I've moved my dial to like a number 4, which is probably midway, and I have 2 of these covered, and you can see they're not perfect, but you can, if you add more polymer clay after you add the initial, you can move it around to make sure that there is no foil showing, and who cares about the dimples. This one I used really thin, and so you'll get the hang of it when you start rolling it. You're going to see if it's too thin. And if you're using a rolling pin, which I had a little tiny one around here somewhere.
You, mother.
No swearing in the video. Okay, so, okay, so the idea is to roll this around, cover all the holes, or not holes, they're little things that you can see the foil coming through, and you're going to cover them with pieces of polymer clay. Okay, and form, now's the time to add more polymer clay if your little circle is uneven. And then this is the bottom one. I have to make sure it's going to stand up and lay flat on the bottom, so do that now. The rule of thumb is that it's 1/4 of an inch thick for about 15 to 20 minutes on 265 oven. But, and this is really thin. It's not 1/4 of an inch. Remember that the clay, or the polymer clay is just a thin little film that is covering the aluminum foil. So you might look at this and say, wow, that's a big thick ball, but remember that the aluminum foil is inside. Here's my base. I'm not really crazy about the way it's laying, so I'm going to re-angle it. That's pretty good. Just make sure it's level. This is really crucial. And then you take a toothpick, and it's going to go right in, because that's aluminum foil. So there it is, sticking up the top. You get the next one. I should have probably fit this, like let's hit the head on. But you can, it's easier to, there you go. Okay, so yeah. And then center it. Shove that through. And then you take your third and shove that in. Now his head needs a little tiny bit of work. Now honest to gosh, you're almost finished this unless you're doing a hat, and the whole idea is to do what you want to do. Okay. And there he is. Now you just find the side you like. It's really, now he's a little top heavy, so I'm going to rearrange him. There he goes, to stand up straighter. And like I said, now is the time to do all that before he's baked and you can't do anything about it. So he's standing pretty straight. I'm going to go back and show you something that I have a product called Bacon Bond, and if you put this around here, it's sure to stay in one piece if it's not rock hard. First, the best thing to do would be to take that out. That's why it didn't work. You always have all these tools. Okay, so you just put a little bit. It's like glue. I'm talking to my video people. Line up the holes and push. And then here's this one. And again, this just reassures. This is what a good crafter would do, not my friend.
Your friend is a crafter, he said.
And I've completed 6 snowmen. So I want to show you. I've gone down in size because I needed so many of them. This is the one that I demonstrated with you earlier, and you can see how much bigger he is. But I had so many to make. This is the completed snowman, just a little bit bigger than the rest of them. You can see he's loaded with glitter. I'm going to be knitting the scarves to put on my snowmen, but this is the whole general gist of them. And there's his little face. So right now, I'm going to show you guys how to make noses. This, it's called Sweet Potato 033 is the number. Because I know how some people really like the ideas. Could somebody close the door up there? Shut the door, I'm recording a video. Excuse me to my guests. And this fluorescent, if you like that, is 533 Atomic Orange. So there's the difference. I don't know. Babs, what do you use? You have a color number for me?
Yeah, hopefully. Just orange. Orange Simple, Ninja Puree Orange, 1634.
1634. And these are sculpty colors. So, Sculpey, no T in it. Okay, so, oh, how'd I get that bright orange in there? Okay, so you're going to knead it a little bit to soften it up. And I'm working on wax paper because it doesn't stick. So, again, we'll go through the... And a good way to tell if your clay is conditioned is the rippled edges should be smooth. That is not conditioned clay. So it might have a tendency to crack. Would you say, Babs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You say.
Okay, now let me just give you a glance at my friend here. Here she is. Babs.
Hi.
She's rolling
Aluminum.
aluminum. Show them one of your completed projects. We don't care about your nails. Oh, hold on.
This isn't complete, almost.
But you could see the scarf and his little hat. He's been baked, yes?
No.
He has not been baked. I don't know why she put a scarf on.
No, I was just trying to pick the colors to see which was going to go with which.
Don't get that attitude with me.
Scarf pins.